Now you mentioned a change of course. Well, and somebody just listening to that first question, people might say, well, change of course means, well, we started somewhere, we're headed towards somewhere else, but where are those spots? So I'm going to ask you if you can further define, where is it that we started off from, and where are we headed to, and why, from your first question's answers, why is that so dangerous? Why do we have to change that course?
I think that the course that we're heading on has been happening for quite a while. And the indoctrination of our children toward a liberal agenda, probably in the last 2 decades that's been happening. But it's been happening under the wire, or what's that word I'm looking? It hasn't been...
Radar.
Under the radar, right. We've just been sort of getting... the left has been sort of getting information into our kids. Now our kids are getting older, and so we have a certain 20-year course of going toward what I call progressivism, where there, I think, have been certain things that have been put out there to keep us asleep, to keep us from understanding what's really been happening. Then Obama comes along, and his big agenda has been hope and change. Great words, wonderful words. Who's ever going to argue about hope and change? Except the hope and change that he wanted was not the American Republic that we have set up in our Constitution. I firmly believe, and unless you're looking at certain conservatives that sometimes are a little afraid to call it like it is. They kind of gloss over it. I don't believe that he was just doing what he thought, ideologically was best for the country. I think that he was knowingly changing the course to the left to bring down middle America so that the government could serve as the God of everybody. You bring down the top earners, you make business very difficult to do, you put an awful lot of people on subsidy, and pretty much you're going to get a lot of votes because people, especially the subsidy citizens, need the help. They need the help. So it's been an agenda. It's been an agenda for 20 years, and it's been exacerbated in the last 3. And I think people are waking up. I stepped in, I don't believe that there's little anymore. I think that we have to stop thinking that we don't make a difference. Little is what builds big. And although it's overwhelming to look at the enormity of what's facing us. I mean, Agenda 21 with the UN, huge. Nobody knows about it. Your smart boxes on the homes that are happening in New Hampshire now, that have already been put in certain states, huge. Nobody knows about it. We're being overwhelmed. And I think that because we're overwhelmed, people are turning off. They're turning off where we need to be paying attention. So this race for me in Belknap County District 8 was important because we need conservative people voting. Conservative. When I say conservative, I mean small government, I mean jobs, I mean liberty issues. Personal liberty issues, pushing the button to make these changes, because pretty soon we will have nothing left to change. It will be gone. We'll wake up one day and we'll go, oh my, what happened? So I have some very definitive ideas about, they're not the normal ideas that you read about. It's not necessarily the thing Russia's talking about or somebody else on the left. I think that we need innovative education for the people that are shut off, because they're going to be the ones to make the difference.
Grok TV.